Welcome back to Good Morning Football. I know over the past several weeks you've done some virtual meetups, some Zoom chats. Well, imagine instead of your neighbor, your friend, or your district manager, that the person who showed up was Ric Flair or Brett Favre or Lil Wayne or Lamar Jackson or all of them at the same time. That has been the experience known as Draftathon, this incredible thing that went on all weekend through the NFL. Virtual meetups in a telethon form to benefit COVID-19 relief. You never know who is going to show up. You never know what they're going to say. All four of us here in Good Morning Football participated in it. If you want more information, go to NFL.com/relief. In the meantime, here are some of the best, wildest moments of Draftathon over the weekend.
Get that one poster up. I got the ball right now. I'm going to hit you. Hey. Go on.
I got to say that I laid Ray Lewis out, and can't nobody else say that.
Hey, Russ, why did your wife put you out in the car, man? Can she not let you in the house?
Aaron,
hey, look, man.
is about to be...
About to go crazy. Hey, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, Cam, go ahead. Ask him the hard questions.
Hey,
turn it up again.
You got a quarterback. Now you got Jalen Hurts.
Oh, no, man. You're right.
Come on, don't do files like that.
Cam Jordan, my man.
What's up? Woo!
Look out. Cam, you're too handsome to be that tough.
It's Brady down the field, the Godwin, touchdown, and the Bucs are marching on, Super Bowl.
Close to $8 million was raised just in the 3 days of the Draftathon. So that brings our total as an NFL family to over $100 million towards COVID-19, towards relief for those who need it the most. It wasn't all fun. It was for a great cause behind it. So thank you to everyone who made the time to stop by and to donate and hang out. It averaged about 5.5 million viewers a day. Good Morning Football is here. We are live. Let's take a look at some of the reactions from our favorite NFL players and the new ones, the new draftees, the new studs on these squads. The draft class, of course, brings some personality. Here we have Stephon Diggs about his little brother, Trayvon, who was drafted. Little bro just got drafted to America's team. That's tough. Trayvon saying, I'm all about it. He wants to wear that star on his hat. Okay, Redskins wide receiver Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, tweeted that his D-line is fire. Fire emoji. And new Jaguar Kayvon Chaisson has a question for Jacksonville. Hey, Jags fans, I need a huge favor. I'm a bit indecisive. I want to know which number you want to see me stack a quarterback in. Hashtag Duval. Hopefully he can reinvigorate that fan base in 2020. Lastly, Eagles wideout Jalen Reagor, the new guy, gave his mom a shout out. Ma, look at your son. I'm on TV. A dream come true. Clearly, players, old and new, getting hyped up about their new teammates across the league. Peter and then Nate, which draft pick do you think is not getting enough love? The love that they very much deserve and will get on our show.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of running backs throughout this draft process, including DeAndre Swift and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and J.K. Dobbins. But one of the guys that stole the combine was Cam Akers out of Florida State. In fact, he ran the Deuce Staley drill. It was the first time they had the Deuce Staley drill at the combine so well that I had an NFL executive text me and say they should rename that drill the Cam Akers drill. He did that well. So why did Cam Akers slip to the second round and the Los Angeles Rams? Well, because he was on a terrible, terrible Florida State team last year. Kyle, Nate, Kay, you guys are all fans of college football. When I show you this full screen that is going to be revealed right now, you're going to be shocked. Yeah. Look at the players drafted out of Florida State this year. One. Louisiana Lafayette had 3. Appalachian State had 2. Georgia Southern had 2. This was one of the worst Florida State seasons we've ever seen. And Cam Akers was a one-man team. He now goes to the Rams where, Todd Gurley is no longer there. And I can tell you, Cam Akers will be toting the rock. McVay, a very big fan of Cam Akers. And I will tell you guys, without so many details, was quite happy they didn't have to trade up to get him. And he fell to them at 52.
Yeah, well said, Strakes. I guess everything is coming up Los Angeles Rams because I'm going with Van Jefferson, the wide receiver they picked up at 57. I talked about him before. I said he's going to be the sofa, the steal of the draft. And I feel like when it comes to wide receivers, you never know where they're going to go when it comes to second, third round. He even said a couple of days ago, I didn't even know that they were going to get me. We didn't have any FaceTime during this process, but when you talk to the Rams personnel, they actually had him higher on the board. So when he slipped, they said, we're going to get this guy. You got to think about it. They let go of Cooks. They traded him away. So now they have a spot to fill. You have Robert Woods, you have Kupp, and you have Sean McVay, the boy genius who knows what he's doing when it comes to wide receivers. The reason he actually slipped is because he was a little banged up. He had foot surgery. He said he's about 90%. And you know what's crazy about Van Jefferson? He was speaking to the local media. He said, I've never been to L.A., so I'm excited to get to L.A. And I'll tell you what, Van, listen, there's going to be a lot of people excited to see you, but if their face is stuck like this, they're not excited. It's just that the Botox hasn't wore off.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Nate's got
Wow.
Botox jokes. I can't believe what Peter did to Florida State. Peter, somewhere Dan Kendra and Pooh Bear Williams will be very disappointed. Listen, I got a lot of friends up here. I live in the New York suburbs, and there are a lot of Giants fans and Jets fans. Well, truthfully, it's mostly Giants fans up here. But they always want to complain about the draft. That's all they want to do. Every single April, they just want to whine about it. They want to say about their team the same thing Horace Grant said about the bad boy Pistons last night. And yet, they both took very practical, very strong offensive linemen in the first round. Mekhi Becton from Louisville to the Jets, Andrew Thomas from Georgia to the Giants. And it's like, yes, guys, great pick. You got better. My text chain is crickets right now. They're not complaining about everything. They don't know what to do with themselves because there's nothing to boo. Sometimes taking a big old offensive tackle and moving on is the best thing you can do. I think the Jets and the Giants got better. No one's talking about it because no one's complaining about it.
You're right. I also feel like people aren't talking quickly about the Bengals because they went first. They knew where they were going to get Burrow, and everything else is forgotten. T. Higgins, in any other draft, I think would be a first-round talent. He falls to the second round, and the Bengals go and scoop him up. And now he gets to play and learn from a guy who he idolized his entire life, a guy who he draws similarities to in A.J. Green, Tyler Boyd. Let's see if we can keep John Ross healthy. I'm willing to say that this Bengals offense might look just as good as everyone else's in the National Football League if all breaks right. And I'm not trying to get too excited, but I'm getting excited. That's what this whole draft experience is about. Hope for 32 NFL teams. More GMFB on the way. So much more to dig into. Back to Jordan Love and the Packers. We haven't even talked about the Cowboys and the Saints.